China isn't playing catch-up. They're rewriting the rules. We're talking innovations beyond social media and smartphones, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. We're witnessing the future, and it's made in China. Today, I'm talking to you guys about things that no one else is talking about online, that no media is covering. So make sure to stick around because it definitely will be worth it. Let's jump right in with the rise of China's tech giants. The OG players in China were Baidu, Alibaba, and Tencent. And there's a reason that they came about that no one is talking about. They had to. Contrary to popular belief, Google was not banned in 2010. They chose to leave because they didn't want to comply with government policies. YouTube, who is owned by Google, also became inaccessible due to Google's exit. Baidu exploded as the default search engine. Alibaba seized e-commerce as they focused on the China market, and not only B2C, but B2B, which is business to business, whereas Amazon focused on the global market and only focused on B2C. Tencent innovated wildly with WeChat. It's quite literally a super app. It can do communication, it can book transportation, it can make payments, it can order food, you can pay your bills like utilities or your phone bill, you can watch videos, and more. Google missed out on a huge market in China, and it seems like they regretted it because they tried to come back in 2017 with a very hush-hush Dragonfly project. I almost said Firefly. I'm really thinking of The Last of Us right now. This time they were okay with making a search engine that was censored and playing by China's rules. But when people in the West found out, they were appalled. They called it restricted. They said, how dare they? But ironically, the internet in America is also censored. Also, news in America can be strikingly different than what you can find abroad. It seems like we're not so different after all. Here's something else that no one else is talking about. You might think that the Great Firewall of China is only for Chinese people, but it's also for protection against cyber attacks and foreign interference. By keeping core systems domestic and guarded, China maintains stability. Life goes on, innovation thrives, and the country moves forward, secure on its own terms. It seems like the Die Hard 4 movie could never happen in China. And before some of you rush into the comments to say what I'm doing is illegal by accessing Western internet in China, go and watch my first video I made about IShow speed in China. It covers everything. Now onto my favorite Chinese tech companies in China in no particular order. ByteDance. They are the parents of TikTok and also the TikTok in China, which is called Douyin. Also, they are the creators of CapCut, which is a very popular video editing app that is used all over the world. Xiaomi, they have an incredible home system that runs so many things. I also use it. They run cameras, AC, air purifiers, lights, and more. Also, they have phones with amazing cameras because they collabed with Leica, the famous German brand. And they have this incredible race car called the SU7 Ultra. It's around $72,000 and it goes 0 to 60 miles per hour in 1.8 seconds. Forget Lambos, we don't need them anymore. Huawei. This brand has been banned in the United States, which is pretty sad because their products are super futuristic. I just recently checked out a new laptop of theirs. The whole thing is a screen. It's 18 inches and it can fold. You heard me right, the screen can fold. It won't break. Also, they have a 3 folding phone that IShow Speed actually bought when he was in China. He saw it in Shenzhen and he loved it. I think he even bought 3 of them, which is crazy. They are one of the key players in the innovation and development of the 5G network. And also, they made their own OS system called Harmony because Microsoft stopped supplying theirs to them. And they have started making their own chips since NVIDIA and TSMC have export restrictions to China. Speaking of the 5G network, let's talk about the 5G revolution and the 6G ambition. China has deployed over 4 million 5G base stations. That is 66% of the global total. Here is something that personally happened to me recently. In March, I looked at the top of my phone and instead of 5G, it said 5GA. I wondered, what does the A stand for? What is this? Well, it stands for 5G Advanced. It has been rolled out as a trial to eventually roll out 6G in 2029. Even underground, on the subway, people are on their phones with 5G. They're not reading books like in other Western countries because they're able to do things on their phone. I was even parking in B4 recently and I still had 5G. That's insane. By the way, drop a comment if you want to see some 4K live streaming by me in Beijing, China. Let me know what you want to see. Now let's talk about the future of AI. By 2030, China plans to be the AI leaders of the world, with government funding fueling this. One of the most amazing things that China has done with AI is make it accessible to everyone. In the States, if you want to use ChatGPT, you need to pay $20 a month. That is so different to DeepSeek, which is a totally free, totally open source model that has reasoning abilities. It takes your questions and it breaks it down into smaller parts and it gives you a super refined answer. In my daily life in China, I really feel the presence of AI, and it's free in most apps that I use. For example, Douyin, which is China's TikTok, will take your picture and use AI to give you a totally specific filter just for you. Also, lots of phones have AI assistants that go way beyond what Siri can do. In some Chinese cars, you can ask the AI assistant to do things for you like order a coffee or find a restaurant based on your special needs. Maybe you only want to eat at a place that has 4.9 out of 5 stars or something that's kid-friendly. It will find it for you. So let's talk about the future. Where does this leave us? China's tech rise is not a zero-sum game. It's forcing everyone to innovate a lot faster, which is a good thing. But it's also raising really tough questions. How do we balance AI ethics with progress? Also, can the world handle 2 tech superpowers? Leave your comments below with what you think. Living in China, I see something incredible happening. I see a tech revolution moving at light speed. I'm seeing AI that thinks, 5G that transforms, innovation that never ends. This isn't just China's story anymore. Now it's a global competition where every nation is racing toward the future. But we're not just rivals, we're also partners. China makes batteries that power American cars. China is helping to build 5G in Europe, and Silicon Valley and Shenzhen share engineers, ideas, and ambitions. This isn't about who wins. It's about how fast we all can evolve. One thing is for certain though, and that is the future won't wait. Anyways, thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I'm going to remind you again to please subscribe because it helps us keep doing what we are doing. I've been getting a lot of comments asking, what do I do for a living? This is what I do. I'm a full-time mom and a full-time creator, and I work with my husband. We are a team of 2. Yes, it is literally just us, and we work so hard to push videos to you as often as possible. And if there's ever a delay, it's definitely usually kid-related. So anyways, if there's something you want to see in particular, leave a comment and let me know, and just what your thoughts are about everything that we talked about today. And if you don't have anything to share, just drop a red heart and I will find you and I will come heart your heart. All right, guys, until next time, BeeRose out. Bye.